All right, so we are here with Brian Burns on the exhibit at MetLife after a tough loss against the Kansas City Chiefs. Your first thoughts just in terms of, going down 0-3 when you guys try to fight so hard?
Really, we really fought the entire game. It was two 0-2 teams desperate to get their first win, and we just didn't execute well enough to, get the job done today.
What would you say is just kind of the collective vibe in the locker room, especially with all this expectation, the collection of talent, things not going your way? How would you describe your guys in here right now?
Right now, I would say it's a little disappointed and frustrated. We work really hard. Like I said, these guys they really work hard, and we really put in a lot of work to try to, get the outcome that we want. But, it's just the cards didn't fold our way, so just a little disappointed.
What do you think has to happen? I mean, let's talk about the other side of the ball because I know you're on defense, but, very interesting kind of sequence there, with Russell Wilson in, and then at times coach will bring in Jaxson Dart. Obviously, he has a lot of, talent, he's got a lot of energy or what have you, but you're a veteran, you've been around the league. What do you feel like that is, just doing from when you're standing on the sidelines for the offense, or is it, I'll let you put your words. How would you describe it?
I would really say it's just a change. He's trying to get a change, a little spark of momentum or some type of splash play, just changing it up and allowing Dart to, use his athleticism or having that package for Dart. Other than that, just like all in all, I think we just got to have that. We got to make more plays on both sides of the ball. We got to take the ball away, and we got to finish in the red zone. That's really all it comes down to.
Are you anticipating any, changes, or what changes do you feel are necessary, just given the record, not because of effort or talent?
I'm not really anticipating any changes. If it happens, I'm willing to adapt and trust whoever makes that decision. But as of right now, I'm just playing my position, my ball, and I got my head down, focused on me,
And obviously you came here with a lot of expectation from Carolina. I talked to you from even before you got here, your mom and your brother and everybody. I know the whole family. But at the same time, it's like the collection of talent that is along the defensive line with yourself and Dexter Lawrence, and you got Abdul, and you got Kayvon. So how do you feel about the pressure that you're generating, or what's coming at least off of the line so far?
I feel good. We win a lot of one-on-ones. We're affecting a lot of QBs. We just have to execute better as a whole and, play better complementary football. And I feel like a lot of those pressures and hurries will turn into sacks and big plays for us.
So now what do you say as a leader to your guys, coming up next? You have the 3-0 Chargers coming into, town. So as a leader who is developing his voice on a new team with the type of team that's coming into town, what do you feel like you're going to say, or the message that needs to come from the leaders in this locker room?
Mainly what I'll say and how I go about things is every Sunday is its own Sunday. Just looking across the league earlier, before we played our game, it was a whole bunch of upsets and close games, and it always comes down to about 4 or 5 plays. So, you got to treat each Sunday as its own, and you can't let this roll over to the next.
Lastly, what did Brian Daboll say to the team after the game?
He mainly said that we just had to play better complementary football. He said the defense played well enough to win. We still need to get more takeaways. We shouldn't be satisfied. And we said we got to be better on other phases of the game, special teams, offense, whatever it is.
Well, listen, I appreciate your stand-up professionalism after the game. You're still here, so I appreciate that. I'll just leave it there. For Brian Burns, I'm Josina Anderson. Back to you. Thank you, Brian. Always appreciate it. Yay! Tell Mom Dukes I said what's going on.